Hello, Rajat.
Improvement at emotion.
Rajat. Hello. Hello. Rajat, am I audible?
Yes.
Right.
Hello.
Yes, Rajat. You are audible.
Huh?
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Right, done. Okay. Right. Right. So we'll start the first class today. Okay. So first, what is manual testing? Then why do you choose the testing? Advantages, SDLC. Briefly, I will explain today. You can understand clearly. Completely, I will discuss testing only today. Okay. Now see, what is manual testing? Okay. Manual testing. Manual testing is a process in which all phases of STLC, software testing lifecycle, like test planning, test development, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking, reporting are accomplished successfully and manually with human efforts. The important point is here human efforts. For example, I saw the Gmail application. I want to test Gmail application. What I will do? I will open the Gmail application. Whatever the test cases I have, I'm executing one by one manually. How we can test manually? Based on the behavior of the application. Already I have some chart. What is the behavior of the original application? How it is executed? Whether the client requirements and the application requirements is satisfied or not. We'll check that. Got my point, Rajat? What is manual testing?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, the point by point I will explain today. Okay. Why did you choose the testing? Scope of testing job is very, very high. Or because now, once upon a time, testing is not compulsory. Now for each product, each tablet, if you want to give outside, the quality analyst compulsory has to check. After checking the quality analyst, then only the product will be released into the market. Okay. So that means now testing is very, very high in the medical, in the software, in the hardware industry, in any industry, testing team is mandatory because of they have to check the quality of the product before releasing the product. Okay. Now, and one more thing, no need to depending upon any technologies. This is also another point. You told that you are from mechanical. A mechanical guy don't have that much of knowledge on technical like CSC, IT guys. Simply no need of depend upon any technology. Okay. Now, even might use Java in Selenium testing, but we are using less amount of code in the Selenium testing, not like big programs. Okay. Now, another point, testing is forever as of now. The statement is very, very important. Why? Because without testing, even we cannot release a single pin also. For pin also, what they will do? First, for example, I am saying it is a stainless steel. Simply they put that put in the order, like 5 or 6 hours, then they will take that, they will check it. Anything will happen for the pin. Then only they will release. That is also one type of testing. Okay. Next. Okay. Now observe here. Who can do the testing? Yesterday already I told you. Any graduate who is creative can do. What exactly want to get the job? Stuff plus communication skills, confidence, dynamism. Don't think these are the skills actually. So these are the completely based on the behavior of the human. Okay. Now, so why testing is exclusively required in the software companies? Why? Because one cannot perform two tasks efficiently at a time. Remember, okay, Rajat, okay, we have two types of testings
Yes, sir.
always. One is
Yes, sir.
unit testing, one is system testing. Unit testing is doing by the, okay, unit testing is doing by the technical guys, and system testing is doing by the testing engineers. Okay, that means one cannot do the two tasks sufficiently. Who develop an application, you want to try testing an application, it's not suitable for him because he can write any number of lines of code. For testing is a different job actually. That's why test engineer is must. Okay, next. Okay, next point. Now observe here. Introduction to the testing. In organizing level, testing is conducted to verify the functionality of an application and also see the requirements. Now, what are the advantages of the testing? Observe here. Okay. So, what the tester will do? Check the correctness of the application, reliability, effectiveness, integrity, usability, maintainability, testability, flexibility, okay, reusability, interoperability. These are the advantages of testing. So if you do the testing, you can check all these, okay, on that application, on the current application. Okay. Now the above 10 points may consider, okay, as uses of the testing. Okay, now testing is necessary to produce a defect-free application and also to sustain the competition and avoid the bad reputation. Okay, for example, one project is, okay, developed or one product is released. Two way I am telling. Okay, product-based company and project-based company. Project or product. After, okay, completion of the project and product, we have to test properly. We have to find out how much quality product it is. It may be 70%, 80%, 90%. We cannot say that 100%. Okay, up to 90% we can say that. Okay, so that's why if we give the bad product, automatically reputation will be gone, right? Now, testing engineers perform the testing process. The testing process is conducted before, okay, a process or application released to the end users. Released to the end users. Okay, that's it. Every organization has two teams. One is the developer team and the second one is the testers team. Okay, developers team and the testers team. Developers develop an application based on the requirement of the users, and the testers test an application developed by the developer. Remember this. Developers develop an application based on the user requirements. For example, yesterday I explained user want to develop a, okay, login page. So they will give some requirements. For example, I want to develop a login page. So my requirements I am telling. Username has to validate, password has to validate, password has to encrypt, and error has to come in the, okay, label with a red color. Okay, and if you click on the login, it has to log in successfully. These requirements are, okay, I have those requirements. If fulfilled, then that is called, okay, defect free application. Defect free application, also quality application. Now observe here. Developers follow the a process to develop a project. Okay, right. Our testers has follow the testing an application. Two things is there. Observe here. The process step by step produces single step. Okay, so observe here. Developers develop a project. For that we have to use the SDLC process. Yesterday I explained, okay, slightly. SDLC means software development life cycle. Okay, next. Testers testing a project based on the process STLC, software testing a life cycle. Okay, now see, software development life cycle. There are 5 stages. Basically 6 stages generally. Okay, but in testing level, always we can consider as a 5 levels only. Analysis means before analysis we have requirement. Requirement analysis considered as one page, designing another page, coding another page, testing another page, maintenance another page. Okay, these are the 5 phases here we have. Okay, analysis, design, coding, testing, maintenance. Before analysis, we require the requirements to analyze a project. Okay, right now see, testers follow the STLC, software testing lifecycle. Okay, it is also a part of the SDLC. Software development lifecycle include the STLC also. STLC comes under the testing phase. Okay, now we'll see the analysis now. Okay, analysis. See, BA person will gather some requirements, okay, and give to the analyzer, okay. First, what are the requirements we have to gather? That is very, very important, okay. Now observe here. Here we have two types of requirements almost. Observe here. Valid requirements, invalid requirements. What are the valid requirements and what are the invalid requirements? You don't think invalid requirements are invalid for the project. These is also required, but these are not comes under the testing team simply. Okay, now see. Valid requirements again, okay, see, those which can be implemented are achievable. Okay, invalid requirement, those which are cannot be implemented now. Observe it. Okay, now valid requirements again divided into the two types. One is functional requirements, okay, and non-functional requirements. Functional and non-functional requirements. Now see, functional requirements. Functional requirements are those which affect the functionality of an application, which affect the functionality of an application. For example, observe here. Yesterday I explained the application. Today also I will open that application. Before that, sorry, username and password. Username and password. Now observe here clearly. Here we have username and password. Username and password. Okay. So whenever I am login, okay. So username has to validate, password also has to validate, and password also, okay, encrypted. Okay. Now see. Now, now analysts divide the above code into the functional, non-functional requirements. Observe here. Functional authentication, okay, accept the valid data, reject the invalid data. Accept the valid data, reject the invalid data. Okay, next. Password, same function as username, okay. And one more point is password should be encrypted. Next, submit button has to verify authorization. Authorization means whether the username password is correct or not, okay, of user, and display the next page if user is valid. Okay. Now, now last one is, okay, cancel the window. Cancel button used to cancel the window. Okay. Now observe here. What is the non-functional requirement? See, non-functional requirement is alignment of the object, color of the object, size of the object, labeling of the object means naming, okay, size of the object. These are comes under the, okay, non-functional. If you give any color where you are aligned, the project will execute. Might be, okay, might be not proper way, but the execution of the project will done. If these are not satisfied, what happens? The problem will arise. Okay, again we have to, okay, develop the project, and also we have to rectify again and again. Okay, that is the differences between, okay, functional and non-functional requirements. Understand? Okay, so after gather the functional requirements, the analyst, okay, combines both functional and non-functional, okay, prepare a document is called FSD, functional specification document. Functional specification document. In the functional specification document, we have SRS also, system requirement specification also. Okay, now what is FSD? This document includes functionality of an application and user requirements. Okay, both functional and non-functional. It's also called baseline document. Baseline document, which is, okay, helpful for both developers and testers. Testers uses for the testing an application. Developer uses developing a application. Okay, for both purposes we are using the FSD. Okay, now FSD is the input of the analysis phase and becomes a input of the design phase and, okay, design phase, and the same document used for the developers to develop the application, and the same document used for the testers to test an application. Observe here in the diagrammatic format. Basic requirements, valid and invalid. Invalid, Okay, okay, functional, non-functional. Here, invalid. Observe here. Budget, legal issues. These all comes under the invalid requirements. That's why I say that. Okay, invalid also important in the company, but not for the testers and developers. Okay? Now, the first phase is completed, analysis and requirements. Observe here, okay, you have to gather the requirements and combine together, form a document is called FSD, functional specification document. That is the baseline document for the design. Now come to the design phase, okay. Once the requirements are analyzed, okay, a product is designed based on the requirement, okay. So here what we'll do, observe here, always we have to the diagrammatic format here, okay, to represent the designs, okay. Now observe here, every organization, okay, every page is well documented. During this phase, a designer will design the following documents. First one is SDDs, software design document or system design document. Software design document or system design document. Okay. Now LLD, low level design document. HLD, high level design document. Low level design document and a high level design document. Okay. Now these three are the outputs from the designing phase and inputs for the coding phase. What we discussed, what we designed here, forms, tables, okay, forms, tables, everything will be designed in the design phase. Now, okay, now observe here. This document specify the screens to be used in the project, data flow diagrams, ER diagrams, okay, data dictionaries, okay, all will be developed in the, see, not developed, designed in the SDD, system design document. Observe here, data dictionary, simply just like a table here. Now LED, the document specify how to verify the correctness of the single component, each and every component. So this document specifies how to combine all the components together in order to build a design system. You understand? Yes, Rajat, understand? Analysis phase and okay, design phase.
Yes.
Yesterday just I explained only what is what. Now Vishal, I think Vishal, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right now observe here. 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, coding part. Okay, next, coding part. The designers, okay, develop a design. For that design, we have to select the language. So here two things. Developers sometimes, okay, suggest the language. Our client will ask the language like .NET, Java, Python. We have different languages. This is not at all belongs to testing team. Okay. Now the developer choose a technology, any technology, okay, based on the requirements and which is simple to implement. This technology is selected based on the requirements. How? Availability of the people. For example, less number of people are there, they will go to the .NET. More number of people are there, they will go for the Java because Java is a hard coding language right now. So up to here, three phases. One is requirement analysis, design, then coding. Now your phase, testing phase. Okay. See, okay, testing phase. Testing rules. Test engineer process. The test department will be receive the requirement document and test engineers will be start understanding the requirements. While understanding the requirements, if they got any doubts, they will list out all the doubts in requirement, clarifications, note and send to the author. Okay. Wait for the clarification. Once the clarification is given, after understanding all the requirements clearly, they will take the test case template and write the test cases. Once the first build is released, okay, they will execute the test cases. If at all any defects are found, okay, they will list out all, okay, again they will send to the developers, okay, developers. Observe here. Once the next build is released, they will be re-execute the requirements test cases. If at all any more defects are found, they will update the defect profile, okay, send to the development team. It will be repeating until unless, okay, all defects are resolved and to get the good quality project. Okay. Now, what is the proof here? What is the proof? The proof of testing phase is quality product. Clear? The proof of testing phase is a quality product. What is build? A final integrated, okay, a final integrated all module set.exe file is a, okay, build. Yesterday I show you how to build an application, okay. Simply, for example, again I'll show you once so you can understand clearly. After developing an application, deploy an application, okay. Deploy an application. The deployment.exe file is nothing but a, okay, build application. Okay, now see. Okay, now see. Okay, publish. Okay, this file is called build file. Okay, so login form setup file. This is called build file. Okay, for understanding purpose I showed that. Okay, now, so the final integrated all module set.exe forms is called okay, build file. Okay, next test case. What is the test case? Implementing the creative ideas of testing engineers and the application for testing with the help of requirement document is known as a test case. See, the manual tester has to do the test cases only. Based on the test cases only, how many defects are there? Okay, how many resolved? Okay, how many defects are there? How many resolved? Resolve will be count. Okay, next the final stage. The final stage is, okay, delivery and maintenance phase. Delivery and maintenance phase. Task. Hand over the application to the client. Rows. Deployment engineers or installation engineers, okay, install the application in the client location. And what is the process of the deployment engineers will go to the customer place, install the application into the customer environment and hand over the original software to the client. This is about okay, delivery and maintenance. Okay, understand all the phases. Vishal and Roger. First phase is analysis, requirement analysis. Second phase is design. Third phase is implementation or coding. Fourth phase is testing. Fifth phase is delivery and maintenance. This is about SDLC, software development life cycle. Minimum 10 to 15 questions will come in this document only. Okay, because that much important SDLC topic. Okay, right. Next SDLC. Next, okay. So delivery and maintenance. In the maintenance, once the application is delivered, the customer will start using it. While using, if at all facing any problems, then the particular problem will be created as a task based on the, okay, based on the task corresponding role will be appointed. They will define, okay, the process and solve the problem. This process is known as a normal maintenance. But some customers may request for the continuous maintenance In that case, a team members will be continuously working on the client side, in the client side in order to take care of the software. Okay, so this is the another type of maintenance. One is a normal maintenance, second one is paid maintenance. Generally, the people are saying we are working on the client side, right? The client side means simply this only. Okay, so this is about SDLC, software development life cycle, and the first class of the first class of the software testing. Okay, software testing. In that first class is manual testing. Clear? Understand? Do you have any doubts, Rajat? Clear? Next, I'll go for the second topic and second class also. See here more theoretical topics actually. Now 99%. Okay. Now see topic number 2. SDLC phase life cycles. Okay. We'll see the phase life cycles now. Class 2. Phase life cycles. Observe here. What are the life cycle models we have to implementing the SDLC phases? What are the life cycle models? Model number 1 waterfall, model number 2 prototype, model number 3 iterative, model number 4 fish model, model number 5 V model, model number 6 spiral model, model number 7 agile, model number 7 agile. Agile I will explain at the end of your course. Why? Because agile is very important in interview point of view. Remaining 6 I will explain one by one. So actually the selection of the life cycle, how? Based on the size of the project and the user requirements. Based on the size of the project and the user requirement. Okay. Right? Now what is the first model? Waterfall model. Waterfall model. This model is chosen the organization. Okay. Project is small in size and the user requirements are constant. Once user requirements are finished, then if you start the project, we'll go for the waterfall model. If not, we'll go for the other models. Okay, right. So in this model, all 5 stages of SDLC are implemented in the sequential manner. Okay, starting with the analysis. Now observe here: analysis, design, coding, testing, maintenance. Output of one phase is the input of the other phase. Output of one phase will be the input of the next phase. Clear? So why we can say that waterfall? After analysis, design, coding, testing, maintenance. See, again I am telling you, once analysis phase is completed, again we never go back to the analysis statement in this model. We have to still in the design. The problem with this here, we cannot go back means simply if I have defects in testing. So the defects in the analysis document, the project completely wasted. Again we have to take the requirements. Again we have to design our document. Again we have to write the code. That is the disadvantage with the waterfall model. Observe here, the drawbacks. It is time-consuming process. At the 5 stages are implemented in the sequential order. One process or phase has to wait till the completion of the other process. For example, tester will come in the, for example, the project will be for the 2 years. Tester will come after 9 months or 10 months. 3 months should be take for the BA person, analysis person. Then 2 to 3 months for design. Then 3 to 4 months for the developing and implementation. After 1 year or more than 1 year, the tester has to work. That means until unless the project will become 1 year, the tester has to wait. The same thing I am telling here. It is a time-consuming process. At the 5 stages are implemented in a sequential order. One process or phase. Wait the completion of the other. Not suitable for the large projects. It does not allow any changes in the user requirements in the middle of the project. I already told you, when the user requirements are constant, user requirements are not changing, then only we can use this model. So next waterfall model is completed. Next prototype model. only one advantage here. Other than that, everything like a waterfall only. This model also suitable for the small projects, and it allows changes in the only analysis phase. Analysis phase. Remaining everything is same. Why analysis phase? Just now I explained. If analysis phase is wrong, okay, your project completely wrong. Because instead of client requirement, we'll give other requirements. What happens? Client once sitting with testing team, they check for all the requirements. So if the analysis document is wrong, design also wrong, coding also wrong, again we have to start the project. That's why this is very, very important model in the analysis phase until unless, okay, the requirement satisfied by the user, okay, the process will be repeat. Observe here, 100 requirements. I build those, I tested and sent to the user here. Before that, I am not sending the user, directly sent to the designer. Now, user is satisfied, okay. Otherwise, again, take extra features or change features, change requirements, build, test, user. Until unless user is satisfied with the analysis space, analysis document, okay, we are still in the okay analysis phase only. That's why in this case, analysis phase will take 5 to 6 months also. After it go for the design, coding, testing, and again into the user. This is a prototype model. Understand? If the requirements keep on changing, okay, it will be in the analysis phase only until unless user satisfaction. Once user is satisfied, okay, then what will do? The document is handed over to the designer. Okay, now this is the prototype model. Next, drawbacks of prototype model is in this model 100 requirements are gathered in analysis stage. A prototype or a sample application is built on the 100 requirements. The build is then retested and sent to the okay user review. Now, drawbacks. This is time consuming process. Observe here, time consuming process. As analysis take lot of time and the other phases has to wait till analysis phase is completed. Except analysis phase remaining everything like a okay waterfall model only. Any mistakes in design phase is carried out phase to the next phase also. Not suitable for the large project. Next, iterative model. So here actually we have a big project like Facebook. Facebook initially introduced some pages, later on introduced some pages, later they introduced some pages. Still they are adding the pages. In that case, we cannot wait for the second phase. Okay, first we'll okay complete the first phase. Then what we'll do? Okay, we start using that. Then we'll go for the second phase. Start using. Then we'll go for the third stage. Okay, observe it. This model is chosen when the project is large in size and the user requirements keep on changing. Okay, and using this model, we can develop project for module wise installation or development. Okay, now observe here models. Once the module is finished, it can be released to the user. No need to wait for the 3 years simply. So advantage, very easy to maintain the project, suitable for the large projects, allow changes in the middle of the development process. Okay, now see disadvantages or drawbacks. Also time consuming with respect of modules, mistakes in the in this process are carried out to the other phases, costly to implement as a huge manpower is required. Okay, group of waterfall models are nothing but iterative models. So this is also another problem. Now next model is fish model. This model also similar to the waterfall model, except that review or test process is conducted at the end of the every page. Also like waterfall model, but every page has to review, analysis, okay, review on the FSD, design, review on the SDD, LLD, HLD, coding, unit testing and integration testing, system testing and acceptance testing, maintenance, post testing and software testing. Okay, the testings I will explain later. Okay, You cannot understand now. I will explain later. So just only understanding purpose I am using here. Okay. Right. Next. This model also like a waterfall model. Also time consuming. Okay. Expensive to maintain. Okay. Right. Next. V model. Okay, V model or VV model, very important model. This is 90% of companies are using still VV model only. Okay, any organization makes a product or a project before releasing it to the users. The testers test the project. Okay, the software applications for the quality or durability and the lifespan and cost. Okay, it may be cost effective, but time consumption will be decreased. Yes. Now observe here. This I will draw in the paint to understanding purpose properly. So 90% companies are using this. Now one more is came, that is the okay. Now observe here. Now V model. Observe here. First, requirements means analysis. Analysis. Okay. Immediately, okay, they will do the testing and analysis. Test on analysis. That means whatever development process, testing process simultaneously. Now, second one point, design. Design. Okay. Here immediately test on okay design phase. Okay. Here we will start the test cases also. Test case also we can start here. Okay. Next coding part. Coding. In the coding immediately we can do the unit testing and integration testing. Testing. Okay. Next. Testing phase. In the testing phase, what we'll do? We'll do the okay system testing, comma acceptance. Okay. Next. The final one is here maintenance. Here also we are doing testing, port testing, port okay, port and enhancement. Okay. So that means every page followed by the testing also. Because of this, what happens? It will take lot of time, but you'll get the good quality product. Okay, understand? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is about VV page. Okay. So the session is closing by 1 minute. Okay, join again. Okay, join again. Right? Vishal and Raj.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So this is about VV model. I'll show you once in the diagrammatic also. Now observe here. Important, very important model. An organization make a product or a product before okay release the users. Right now see. Include the single phase, include the number of phases also. Now, verification. We are developing the product is right. It's called verification. Validation. Are we are developing a right product? Observe here. The difference you have to observe. We are developing a product right. Simply, okay,